Ladies, it's that time again. How have y'all been? It's time for my May wrap up and June TBR and what I'm going to be watching for the month of June. So, on my TBR for May, I had The Choice by Nicholas Sparks. I got to about 80 pages in. I am going to continue this in June. But so far it was really good. I had a substitution for May. Instead of brain powered, because I didn't have the first volume, I started reading Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I love her writing style. I got about 158 pages in, and it's oh so good. As soon as I finish this, I'm planning on watching the TV show that's on Netflix. I also picked The Lucky One, also by Nicholas Sparks. I got to about chapter 3 and it had a trigger warning in there, so I put it down. I might pick it back up in June and finish it, as I love his writing style. But as far as right now, I'm just gonna, keep it right here in my pile. Okay, I also had Home Port by Nora Roberts. I got about 30 pages in, but I couldn't get into it, so I let my neighbor borrow it and have it. I read The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brushard. But I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed the movie. I also watched that movie in May, and I'm planning on watching the second one, and I haven't read that book yet. But it has my favorite actress in it, Blake Lively. I also had The Stand by Stephen King on my TBR for May. I got about 230 pages in out of that chunky one, and I could not get into it. I DNF'd it. So I let my friend at work have it. I also had The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson on it. This book is really good. 5 stars for true crime. The Women in the Castle by Jessica Shattuck. This book was good. I would give it about 4 stars. And I also had Ruth Rachel, Garlic and Sapphires. I really enjoyed this one. I can't wait to read more books about food critics, because this is my first one. And yeah, I found a new thing to read about. 5 stars for this one, if you can't already tell. Alright. For the whatever I also read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I really enjoyed my reread on that, as it's my favorite series apart from Harry Potter. I also read and watched The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson. That book and movie was just as sad as I remembered. I also read The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. It's about Greek. It has Greek mythology in it. It's about Percy Jackson and Annabeth and all of them. I cannot wait to finish that series. It was really, really good. I read Looker by Laura Sims. That was an interesting book, but highly recommend it. I did not get to Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, but I will get to it. I will borrow it again from the library. I read Everyone's Getting Married by Izumi Miyazono. It's a graphic novel, manga. It was cute. I would definitely recommend it. Um, Looking at my notebook of what I read. I also listened to the Devil in the Right City audiobook. It was good. I also listened to The Raven Boys, my Maggie Stiefvater. Also really, really good. I listened to Fallen by Lauren Kate. And I read Daddy's Little Girl by Mary Higgins Clark that my neighbor let me borrow. That was my first Mary Higgins Clark book. And I can't believe I have not read her writing style or read any of her books. I got a couple out from the library, so I'm hoping I get to those soon. And I also read volumes 4 through 6 of this graphic novel series. Yes, I got 8. I got 7 through 9 out from the library right now. So I'm hoping to get through those in June. Okay, on to what I watched for May. I watched 47 Meters Down. I watched Some Bad Ink, which is about tattoos. 47 Meters Down is a shark movie. It's good. I also watched The Little Vampire on Tubi. It had been a long time since I watched that one. I also watched a few episodes of My Hero Academia about superheroes and their quirks and villains and their quirks. Highly, highly recommend it. I also watched Kuroko's Basketball. It's still a good series, and I'm going to finish the second season. Okay, on to what I'm going to be reading for June. I got my wheel up. Alright. I'm going to be reading Eclipse. Just 1 second. Book 1 was Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer. Cannot wait to dive into the series of Bella and Edward. Are you guys Team Edward or Team Jacob? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm Team Jasper because he's Jasper. I love Jasper. Okay, page number 2. Okay. The Bill's being nice. I'm reading another Nicholas Sparks book. And it's my absolute favorite. Because it's my first book I ever read by him. A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. I absolutely love this book. I'm also going to rewatch the movie as well. Okay, on to spin number 3. Ooh, little fires everywhere. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, spin number 3 was Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ning. Also a TV show on Hulu, so I'm excited to read this one. It's got Reese Witherspoon in it. Alrighty, time for spin number 4. Grapes of Wrath. Okay, give me just 1 second. Okay, spin number 4 was Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. I'm excited to read this. Okay, time for spin number 5. Okay, The Lovely Bones. Give me just a second. Spin number 5 was The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. Another reread. So I'm excited to read about that. Alrighty, spin number 6. We're going to respin. Just already read that. Okay, we're going to reread this, or respin. Okay, third attempt for spin number 6. Okay, the color purple. 1 second. Spin number 6 is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Interested to read this one. Alrighty, spin number 7. Ooh, horror stories. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, instead of horror stories, I'm going to be reading The Dark Memory by Paula Minton. And I'm going to be reading E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Okay. This is physical, the books that I own part of my TBR for June. Okay, let's go on for library books. I'm going to do it 3 spins, possibly 4. Oh, okay. I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Marine Goo. I cannot wait to read this one. I'm excited to read it. Okay, spin number 2. Oh, Meridian's Clark. I've got you under my skin. Excited. Okay, spin number 3. Okay, give me just 1 second. Spin number 3. Paris is Always a Good Idea by Jen McKinley. I love her cozy mysteries series, so I'm excited to read this contemporary book. Okay, let's go with 1 more spin. So spin number 4. Alright. I'm going to be reading volumes 7 through 9. Okay. Let's go with 1 more spin because I already know I'm going to go with this one, which is No Matter How I Look at It, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular. So spin number 5. Alright, it's my reread. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Okay. Give me just 1 more second. Okay, I'm doing 1 more spin for library books. It's going to be The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. Also, it's another reread. I'm excited to read this one. Okay, for what I'm going to be watching for June, it's going to be just what I feel like watching. So I'll let you guys know at the end of June. Bye, guys.